Vanessa Demopoulos joins us now on the program. She fights Emily Ducote at an upcoming UFC Fight Night at the Apex Center in Las Vegas. Let's see, a little under a month to go. So if I'm not mistaken, Vanessa, this is about the time where you're starting to really grind and push it, some of the harder workouts, right? Like peaking, or not peaking, but because obviously you want to taper off towards the end. But at what point in your camp are you now?
I'm at the camp of working hard, or the part of camp where we are working very, very hard. Yes, every single day, multiple sessions a day. But I mean, that's my life all of the time. So the only difference is like the intentionality behind what we're doing now.
Would you say that for someone that's won 4 of her last 5, you are where you want to be? Because we've always told you this. You come across very charming. And then, of course, winning is just so important because this roster is full of athletes. So, as soon as your fight's done, here comes another 26 bodies the following week. And, everyone moves on. So how do you feel you are being accepted for your latest accomplishments?
Well, I'd like to think that I'm being accepted really well. I do have some like amazing audiences, and people see me, they recognize me often. I love everybody. So I'd like to think that I'm being received well. And hopefully after this fight, I'll get to like start working my way up towards like higher rankings or even into the rankings. And then that way I can start working my way towards main cards, towards pay-per-view events, things like that, fights with bigger audiences and bigger eyes.
What what kind of a difference, what kind of an impact has moving to Vegas done for you?
It's made the biggest difference. Not only in my fight camp, and like changing coaches and all of that, which I had done a few different times, unfortunately, but being here, like the coaching is just incredible. Like I feel like everybody's really on the same page, but being a part of the PI, and being able to have access to my food, have access to recovery, have access to like, the strength and conditioning, the PT, like the facility. And it just makes my life so much easier being in fight camp and being able to be here in Las Vegas.
What about the food? Is it like, how can I put it to you? How much of a difference how much money do you save? I hear that, I don't know if you're an organic eater or whatever, but I hear food can be expensive for athletes, and then specifically MMA athletes, because it's got to be clean. And at the same time, like that's part of your job is making weight. So it's got to be delicious enough. And, you have to have enough so that it gives you the energy for these tough workouts. But can you talk about that? Because like I said, I've just heard someone tweeted it the other day. I wish I could remember who, but someone said eating clean is expensive.
Yeah, it is so expensive. And I mean, yeah, I'm like an organic kind of girl. So when I have to do my own food preps and stuff, it's like it gets out of control. And then plus the time that you have to put into cooking and meal prepping and putting everything away and making sure that like you have to cook every few days on top of all the hard training that you're doing. Like being here in Las Vegas, I get to like go pick up my food, take it home, and not worry about a thing. I don't have to like count macros. I don't have to like do literally anything. I just pick it up and eat. And it's such a breeze. It's honestly like the easiest process ever. I mean, if food's basic, like you're getting like basic rice, basic protein, but it's clean food and it's food that I can trust, and my weight just falls off.
We're going to introduce you to the opposite of plain pretty soon, but we'll get to that a little later. I do want to tell you, UFC 300, right, was in town, and it had such a massive effect on the fans. It created so many new fans. It was just buzzing the city. Mm-hmm. Can you kind of like carry a little bit of that momentum yourself into this fight? What was it like to sit down and watch that?
Oh my gosh. I mean, UFC 300, like literally one of the best cards of the decade. Like we're not going to see another card that's like UFC 300 with the excitement that it brought. And I think like the fans were excited from fight number 1 the whole way through. Like it was just a giant roller coaster ride. And I feel like it was electric, so, but I mean, I'm always on fire personally. Like it doesn't matter what events are happening. I mean, Las Vegas has been crazy recently. We've had the Super Bowl, we had the F1, UFC 300, like so many large events come here to Las Vegas so consistently. And it's just like, it really just lights a fire under my ass to be able to be here and just be present with the moment and take advantage of getting to be an athlete, getting to be a UFC athlete in such like a big city and getting to show off in front of the world when I finally get to step into the arena.
And your division was on display that night. You know, and at the PI, there's so many athletes, but I know the champ is there frequently. Do you ever run into her? Do you ever have like conversations, or do you guys ever not spy on each other, but kind of watch each other's trainings and see, you know, what makes people tick?
Yeah, Whaley's actually amazing. She's honestly like the biggest sweetheart ever. I got to train with her in Phoenix, Arizona at Fight Ready. And now that she comes here to do her camps in Las Vegas, I get to see her here in Las Vegas. And we have good energy together. We don't train together. But yeah, like I get to see her training. She sees me training. And but it's like really good vibes with one another. So I love her energy. She's just such like a giant bundle of just like joy, you know?
What were your initial thoughts, if you don't mind sharing, when you got your opponent? How quickly do you go in there and watch footage? Did you already know a lot about her? And what were your thoughts when you initially got your opponent?
Oh, not only do I know a lot about her, Emily's like, she's a sweetheart, you know, like she came here to Las Vegas. She trained over at Extreme, and in fact, like me, her, and Hannah Goldie, we all went hiking together over like Red Rock. So, I mean, we've like spent a little bit of time together. So it was nice to kind of get to know her on a little bit of a personal level. And then when we got the fight contract, it's not like I hit her up, you know, and she didn't hit me up either. It's like we both kind of knew that it might happen even while she was here, I felt like. So it's okay. I mean, like it's gonna happen, you know, like I feel like being here in Las Vegas, we see so many people, like it would be almost impossible for me not to fight somebody that I knew.
Vanessa, it's always great to catch up with you. We'll keep it short for today because I want to save a great opportunity for us to be in studio together after your fight. But I want to wish you the best of luck in your camp, and you know, go out there and keep adding to what you've done so far, because it's a really, really great run that you're on. And hopefully the UFC realizes it. You know, there's that it factor that I know the promoters always look for. And I feel like you have some of that, you know what I mean? So that, along with being on a solid run like you're on, I see big fights ahead of you. So keep taking care of business and keep being you. You know, I'm not just blowing smoke. You don't know how many times we show up to interviews and it's like, oh my God, like some people just don't deliver the goods. But the minute you know you have the camera and you're set and you're ready to go and you're smiling, I think that's why the fans have always connected with you. So I just wanted to tell you that as well.
Man, thank you so much. You know, and it's I feel like right now I'm still kind of like at the beginning of my career, which is crazy because we're going on a 7 fights deep now in the UFC. And I love the fans so much. And I want to be able to share this story because like it's been a crazy freaking ride. It's been a crazy journey. Not only getting to the UFC, but just like overcoming life in general. And I can't wait to start really like growing and expanding in all of that so that like people's eyes can get on it and I can show the freaking world like how capable you can be. So thank you for that recognition. Thank you guys always for your time. I value being here with you guys and being able to talk to you guys. And I think more than anything, it's like I get to talk to you guys when I got a fight coming up, right? So it's like you guys get me like when I'm all like super excited and pumped and ready to go. And I just want to thank you guys for always giving me that attention and that spotlight.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, like I say, we look forward to it, and we wish you the best with your camp, the weight cut, and the fight. Thank you,
Thank
Vanessa,
you guys.
and take care. All right. We'll see you.
All right. See you guys soon.